Welcome to the Path of the Buddha Dharma channel. Today, we embark on a journey to explore a core teaching of Buddhism, the Four Noble Truths. These profound truths, realized by the Buddha over 2.500 years ago, guide us in overcoming suffering and attaining enlightenment. Whether you're a long-time practitioner or just beginning to learn, understanding the Four Noble Truths can profoundly transform the way you perceive life, suffering, and the path to true happiness. Why are the Four Noble Truths important? At the heart of the Buddha's teachings lies a simple yet profound realization: human life is often marked by suffering and impermanence. This isn't pessimism, it's a reflection of reality as seen by the Buddha. While life has joys and pleasures, they are often fleeting and accompanied by attachment, leading to more suffering. By deeply understanding the nature of suffering and how to overcome it, we can find everlasting peace, a state beyond the ups and downs of life. The Four Noble Truths are not just philosophies to memorize, but a practical roadmap guiding us from suffering to liberation. For anyone seeking to transcend the cycle of greed, hatred, and ignorance, these truths serve as a beacon of light, leading us to nirvana, a state of ultimate freedom and peace. Video structure. In this video, we'll explore the following key sections. Understanding the Four Noble Truths, a detailed breakdown of each truth, from its meaning to its practical implications. Illustrative stories, relatable anecdotes, and historical lessons to deepen your understanding. Applying the truths in modern life, practical tips for incorporating these teachings into your daily life. Fostering compassion, wisdom, and mindfulness. Through this approach, you'll not only grasp the philosophy but also learn how to make it a practical part of your life, helping you live with greater peace and awareness. Timeless value of the Four Noble Truths. You might wonder, are teachings from over 2.500 years ago still relevant today? The answer is a resounding yes. The Four Noble Truths transcend time and place. They speak to the universal nature of human experience, the dissatisfaction, the suffering that comes with the pursuit of happiness, and the ever-present potential for liberation within each of us. In this digital age, we face countless distractions and pressures. Social media fuels desires, comparisons, and the craving for validation, leaving us feeling empty despite fleeting moments of happiness. The Four Noble Truths serve as a compass, guiding us out of this vicious cycle, enabling us to live mindfully amidst chaos and rediscover a joy that isn't dependent on external circumstances. Inspiring stories. In this video, we'll delve into inspiring stories to bring the Four Noble Truths to life. For instance, the story of Kisa Gotami, a grieving mother who lost her child and learned to let go of her pain through the Buddha's wisdom. Her journey reflects the challenges we often face in life: attachment and the struggle to confront loss. From her story, we can draw invaluable lessons about facing and transcending suffering. Additionally, we'll look at modern examples where people have found peace by applying the principles of the Four Noble Truths to cope with today's stresses. These stories will help you see that the Buddha's teachings are not relics of the past but powerful tools for solving present-day problems. What will you gain from this video? By the end of this video, you won't just understand the Four Noble Truths, you'll also know how to apply them to your own life. This isn't just a lesson, it's an invitation to reflect, to question, and to transform how you see the world around you. Whether you're seeking peace, a sense of purpose, or simply a fresh perspective on life, the Four Noble Truths are your gateway. Join us on this journey of discovery and awakening. Together, we'll explore each truth, each lesson, to uncover the true path to liberation. Let's begin. 1. The first noble truth, the truth of suffering, dukkha. The first step on the journey of awakening is to acknowledge the reality of suffering, or dukkha. This teaching doesn't deny the happiness in life, but reminds us of the impermanence and dissatisfaction that often underlie our experiences. What is dukkha? Dukkha refers to the fundamental unsatisfactoriness of life. It manifests in three forms. Obvious suffering, the physical and emotional pain we encounter, such as illness, aging, or grief. Suffering from change, even joyful moments, such as a vacation or a loved one's embrace, are temporary. When they pass, they often leave us longing for more, creating dissatisfaction. All-pervasive suffering, this form of suffering arises from the conditioned nature of existence. It's the subtle, underlying unease stemming from our attachments, desires, and ignorance. By understanding these aspects of suffering, we open ourselves to deeper reflection. Why do we suffer? What keeps us trapped in this cycle? Reflection for daily life. Consider your own experiences. Reflect on a moment when you felt deeply happy, only to see it fade. Or think about a situation where your desires weren't fulfilled, leading to frustration. Acknowledging these patterns helps us move closer to the truth and begin the path to liberation. 2. The second noble truth, the origin of suffering, samudaya. The Buddha identified the cause of suffering, craving, tanha. This craving manifests as a relentless desire for sensory pleasures, eternal existence, or even non-existence. The three poisons. Craving is rooted in three unwholesome states of mind, known as the three poisons. Greed, lobha, the desire for material possessions, relationships, or experiences. Hatred, dosa, aversion or anger toward people, situations, or things we dislike. Ignorance, moha, a lack of understanding about the nature of reality and our attachment to false beliefs. These poisons fuel the cycle of samsara, binding us to repeated suffering. Breaking free. Understanding the origin of suffering isn't about blaming ourselves for having desires, it's about recognizing how these desires control us. When we see through the illusions created by craving, we can begin to let go, leading to greater freedom and peace. 3. The third noble truth, the cessation of suffering, nirodha. The Buddha taught that it is possible to end suffering by extinguishing craving and the fires of greed, hatred, and ignorance. This state of liberation is called nirvana. What is nirvana? Nirvana isn't an abstract concept, it's a state of profound peace and freedom. It's the end of attachment and the realization of reality as it truly is. Freedom from attachment, nirvana frees us from the clinging that causes suffering. Timeless peace, it's not a place but a state of being, calm, unshaken by the turmoil of the world. Practical insights. While nirvana may seem distant, every step we take toward reducing attachment and cultivating mindfulness brings us closer to this state. Small moments of letting go, such as releasing resentment or practicing generosity, are glimpses of nirvana. 4. The fourth noble truth, the path to the cessation of suffering, magga. The fourth noble truth is the Eightfold Path, a practical guide to end suffering and achieve enlightenment. It encompasses three key areas: wisdom, ethical conduct, and mental discipline. The Eightfold Path. Right view, understanding the Four Noble Truths and the nature of reality. Right intention, cultivating thoughts of renunciation, goodwill, and compassion. Right speech, avoiding lies, harsh words, and gossip. Right action, living ethically by refraining from harm, stealing, and misconduct. Right livelihood, choosing work that aligns with ethical principles. Right effort, cultivating wholesome qualities and letting go of unwholesome ones. Right mindfulness, developing awareness of body, feelings, mind, and phenomena. Right concentration, practicing meditation to achieve deep focus and tranquility. Each aspect of the path supports the others, creating a holistic framework for spiritual growth. Applying the Four Noble Truths in modern life. Living mindfully. In today's fast-paced world, mindfulness is more relevant than ever. By practicing mindfulness, we can recognize our cravings and reactions as they arise, creating space to respond with wisdom rather than impulse. Building compassion. The Four Noble Truths encourage us to see suffering not only in ourselves but in others. By cultivating compassion, we foster deeper connections and contribute to a more harmonious world. Simplifying life. Modern society often equates happiness with material wealth or success. The Four Noble Truths remind us that true happiness comes from letting go, not accumulating more. Simplifying our lives, both materially and mentally, can lead to greater peace. A final reflection. The Four Noble Truths are more than a philosophy, they are a way of life. They invite us to look deeply into our experiences, to question the roots of our suffering, and to embark on a journey toward freedom. As we conclude this exploration, remember that the path to liberation begins with a single step. Take time to reflect, to practice mindfulness, and to apply these teachings in your daily life. Let us walk this path together, with clarity, courage, and compassion. The journey may be challenging, but the destination, true peace and happiness, is worth every step. Let's continue learning and practicing. Together, we'll uncover the boundless wisdom of the Buddha's teachings. 5. Cultivating the practice, the foundation of the Eightfold Path. As we explore the Buddha's teachings, understanding the Four Noble Truths is only the beginning. To truly transform our lives, we need to integrate the wisdom of the Eightfold Path into our daily practice. This section delves deeper into how each element of the path can be applied in modern life. 1. Right view, understanding reality. The foundation of the Eightfold Path is developing right view, which begins with recognizing the impermanence of all things and the interconnectedness of life. Practical application. Reflect daily on the nature of impermanence. For instance, observe how emotions, both joyful and challenging, naturally arise and fade. Study the Buddha's teachings, Dharma, to deepen your understanding of reality and dispel ignorance. Key reflection. When we see life clearly, we realize that clinging to fleeting things only leads to suffering. This clarity inspires us to live with wisdom and compassion. 2. Right intention, cultivating a kind heart. Right intention involves directing our thoughts and desires toward wholesome goals, guided by compassion, love, and non-harming. Practical application. Begin each day by setting an intention rooted in kindness, such as, today, I will act with patience and understanding. Let go of thoughts rooted in ill will or selfishness by practicing gratitude and self-awareness. Key reflection. A compassionate heart not only brings peace to ourselves but also to those around us. 3. Right speech, the power of words. Our words carry immense power to heal or harm. Practicing right speech means speaking truthfully, kindly, and purposefully. Practical application. Before speaking, pause and ask yourself, is it true? Is it kind? Is it necessary? Refrain from gossip, harsh criticism, or deceitful words, and instead, aim to uplift and inspire others. Key reflection. By cultivating mindful speech, we create a more harmonious environment and nurture trust in our relationships. 4. Right action. Living with integrity. Right action encourages ethical living by refraining from harm and making choices that align with our values. Practical application. Commit to non-violence, not only toward others but also toward yourself. For example, avoid harmful habits or behaviors that undermine your well-being. Practice generosity and acts of kindness, whether through helping a neighbor or supporting a charitable cause. Key reflection. Each action, no matter how small, contributes to the greater good. By living ethically, we reduce harm and cultivate inner peace. 5. Right livelihood. Aligning work with Dharma. Right livelihood teaches us to choose a profession or work that does not harm others or the environment. Practical application. Reflect on how your work impacts the world. Does it align with your values of compassion and integrity? Seek ways to bring mindfulness and ethical practices into your workplace, such as promoting kindness, fairness, or sustainability. Key reflection. Work is not just about earning a living, it's an opportunity to contribute positively to the world. 6. Right effort. Nurturing wholesome qualities. Right effort involves cultivating positive states of mind while letting go of unwholesome ones. Practical application. Dedicate time each day to practices that nurture your inner well-being, such as meditation, mindfulness, or reading inspiring texts. Notice and gently let go of negative habits, such as judgmental thoughts, replacing them with kindness and understanding. Key reflection. Consistent effort, no matter how small, leads to profound transformation over time. 7. Right mindfulness. Awakening to the present. Mindfulness is the practice of being fully present in each moment, observing without judgment. Practical application. Practice mindful breathing or walking to anchor yourself in the present. Use everyday activities, such as eating or washing dishes, as opportunities to practice mindfulness by fully engaging in the experience. Key reflection. The present moment is all we truly have. By embracing it fully, we find peace and clarity. 8. Right concentration. Deepening inner peace. Right concentration involves developing focused attention through meditation, leading to calm and insight. Practical application. Dedicate a few minutes each day to meditate, focusing on your breath or a meaningful phrase, mantra. Gradually extend your practice, allowing it to deepen naturally over time. Key reflection. A calm and focused mind is like a clear lake. It reflects the truth with clarity and serenity. Living the Eightfold Path, integration and balance. 1. Start small. Stay consistent. The Eightfold Path is not about perfection but progress. Begin by focusing on 1 or 2 aspects that resonate most with you, and gradually incorporate others as you grow. 2. Create a supportive environment. Surround yourself with people, practices, and resources that inspire and support your journey. Joining a meditation group or reading Buddhist texts can be invaluable. 3. Be patient and compassionate with yourself. Transformation takes time. Celebrate your progress and learn from setbacks without self-judgment. The ripple effect of practice. When we practice the Eightfold Path, its benefits extend far beyond ourselves. Our inner peace radiates outward, positively influencing our families, communities, and even the broader world. The Buddha's teachings are a timeless gift, reminding us that true happiness lies not in external circumstances but within ourselves. As we continue to walk this path, let us do so with an open heart, a curious mind, and unwavering determination. In the next section, we'll explore how the 5 precepts serve as a foundation for ethical living and provide practical tools to deepen our connection with the Dharma. Stay with us as we take another step toward awakening. 6. The 5 precepts, a foundation for ethical living. As we deepen our understanding of the Buddha's teachings, the 5 precepts emerge as a cornerstone of ethical living. These precepts are not rigid commandments, but guiding principles that help us cultivate mindfulness, compassion, and a harmonious life. In this section, we'll explore each precept in detail, focusing on its practical relevance in the modern world and how it serves as a bridge between inner awareness and outward action. 1. Abstaining from taking life. The first precept, I undertake the training to abstain from taking life, encourages us to cultivate respect for all forms of life, from humans to animals and beyond. Practical application. Practice nonviolence in daily life, whether by avoiding harm to insects or supporting causes that protect the environment and wildlife. Consider adopting a plant-based diet or reducing meat consumption as an act of compassion toward animals. Reflection. When we honor the sanctity of life, we deepen our connection with all beings and contribute to a more peaceful world. 2. Abstaining from taking what is not given. This precept, often translated as, I undertake the training to abstain from taking what is not freely given, teaches us to respect the property and boundaries of others. Practical application. Be mindful in small actions, such as returning borrowed items promptly or avoiding wasteful consumption. Reflect on whether your lifestyle choices are equitable and sustainable, ensuring you're not inadvertently exploiting resources or people. Reflection. By living with integrity and generosity, we build trust and strengthen our relationships with others. 3. Abstaining from sexual misconduct. This precept emphasizes the importance of respect, consent, and responsibility in our relationships. I undertake the training to abstain from sexual misconduct is not about suppressing desire, but about fostering harmony and trust. Practical application. Cultivate open and honest communication in relationships to ensure mutual respect and understanding. Avoid actions or behaviors that could harm others emotionally, physically, or spiritually. Reflection. Healthy, ethical relationships are built on a foundation of mutual care and respect. By practicing this precept, we contribute to the well-being of everyone involved. 4. Abstaining from false speech. The 4th precept, I undertake the training to abstain from false speech, aligns closely with the principles of right speech in the Eightfold Path. Practical application. Speak truthfully and avoid exaggeration or manipulation, even in challenging situations. Practice active listening, ensuring that your communication is rooted in understanding rather than judgment. Reflection. Honest and mindful communication fosters trust and reduces conflict, creating a more compassionate world. 5. Abstaining from intoxicants that cloud the mind. The 5th precept, I undertake the training to abstain from intoxicants that cloud the mind, reminds us to stay mindful and present. This principle extends beyond substances to any activity or habit that leads to heedlessness. Practical application. Reflect on your relationship with substances like alcohol, caffeine, or digital media, and consider making mindful choices about their use. Practice moderation and create space for activities that nurture clarity and peace, such as meditation or spending time in nature. Reflection. A clear mind is the foundation of wisdom. By reducing distractions, we can live more intentionally and authentically. Living the precepts in modern life. The 5 precepts are not about perfection but intention. They are tools for self-reflection, encouraging us to make choices that align with our deepest values. 1. Embrace gradual progress. Start where you are, even small. Consistent efforts to live in alignment with these principles can lead to profound transformation. 2. Adapt to your context. In today's complex world, applying the precepts may require creativity and discernment. For instance, consider how you can reduce harm in your work or community, even if perfection isn't immediately possible. 3. Reflect regularly. Take time to reflect on your actions and intentions. What did you do well today? What could you improve? This gentle self-awareness helps you grow without self-judgment. The ripple effect of ethical living. The 5 precepts serve as a bridge between our inner and outer worlds. By living ethically, we not only cultivate personal peace but also contribute to the collective well-being of society. When we honor these principles, we create a ripple effect of kindness, inspiring others to do the same. Each small act of integrity and compassion strengthens the fabric of humanity, bringing us closer to a world of harmony and understanding. Transition, the role of meditation. Living ethically lays the groundwork for a peaceful and mindful life. However, to truly transform our hearts and minds, we need a practice that deepens our connection with the present moment and helps us overcome habitual patterns. In the next section, we'll explore meditation as a powerful tool for cultivating inner calm, clarity, and insight. From beginner-friendly techniques to advanced practices, you'll discover how meditation can support your journey on the path to awakening. 7. Meditation, the heart of the path. Meditation is often described as the heart of Buddhist practice. It is a transformative tool that helps us cultivate mindfulness, develop insight, and connect with the present moment. Through meditation, we learn to observe our thoughts, emotions, and sensations without judgment, allowing us to gain a deeper understanding of ourselves and the nature of reality. In this section, we'll explore the foundational practices of meditation, their benefits, and how you can integrate them into your daily life. What is meditation? At its core, meditation is a method of training the mind. Just as physical exercise strengthens the body, meditation strengthens qualities like concentration, awareness, and equanimity. In Buddhism, meditation serves 2 primary purposes: calming the mind, samatha developing focus and tranquility, insight, vipassana gaining a deeper understanding of impermanence, suffering, and the interconnected nature of all things. Types of meditation practices. 1. Mindfulness of breathing, NPNET. This foundational practice involves focusing on the natural rhythm of your breath. By observing the breath, you anchor your mind to the present moment, reducing distractions and cultivating clarity. How to practice. Sit in a comfortable position with your back straight. Close your eyes and bring your attention to the sensation of your breath as it enters and leaves your nostrils or the rise and fall of your abdomen. When your mind wanders, gently guide it back to the breath. Benefits. Improves concentration, reduces stress, and enhances emotional regulation. 2. Loving-kindness meditation, Met Bhavan. This practice focuses on cultivating unconditional love and goodwill toward yourself and others. How to practice. Begin by silently repeating phrases such as, "May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be safe." Gradually extend these wishes to loved ones, acquaintances, and even those you find challenging, until your goodwill encompasses all beings. Benefits. Promotes compassion, reduces feelings of anger or resentment, and strengthens connections with others. 3. Body scan meditation. This practice involves systematically bringing awareness to different parts of your body, noticing any sensations or tension without judgment. How to practice. Starting at your head. Slowly move your attention down through your body, part by part, to your toes. If you encounter discomfort, observe it with curiosity and without resistance. Benefits. Enhances body awareness, reduces physical tension, and fosters a sense of relaxation. 4. Walking meditation. Meditation doesn't have to be limited to sitting. Walking meditation involves mindful movement, where each step is taken with full awareness. How to practice. Find a quiet space. Walk slowly, paying attention to the sensations of your feet touching the ground. Coordinate your breath with your steps if it feels natural. Benefits. Combines mindfulness with physical activity, making it accessible for those who find sitting still challenging. Overcoming challenges in meditation. 1. Restlessness and distractions. It's natural for the mind to wander during meditation. When this happens, gently acknowledge the distraction and return to your focus. Whether it's your breath, body, or chosen mantra. 2. Sleepiness. If you feel drowsy, try meditating with your eyes slightly open or practice walking meditation. A well-rested body also supports alertness during meditation. 3. Frustration or self-judgment. Remember, meditation is not about achieving a perfect state of mind. Each time you bring your attention back to the present moment, you're strengthening your practice. Be kind and patient with yourself. The benefits of regular meditation. Emotional balance. Meditation helps regulate emotions, reducing reactivity to stress and fostering a sense of inner peace. Improved focus. Regular practice enhances attention span and the ability to concentrate on tasks. Increased self-awareness. By observing your thoughts and feelings, you develop greater insight into your habits and patterns. Physical health. Studies show that meditation can lower blood pressure, reduce chronic pain, and improve overall well-being. Spiritual growth. Meditation deepens your connection to the teachings of the Buddha, fostering wisdom and compassion. Building a meditation practice. Start small. Begin with just 5 to 10 minutes a day. Consistency is more important than duration. Create a dedicated space. Set up a quiet, comfortable spot for meditation. Adding a small altar or meaningful objects can help create a sacred atmosphere. Choose a regular time. Meditate at the same time each day. Whether it's in the morning to set your intention or in the evening to reflect and unwind. Join a community. Meditating with a group or attending a meditation retreat can provide support and inspiration. Meditation as a gateway to insight. While calming the mind is essential, the ultimate aim of Buddhist meditation is to develop wisdom. Insight meditation, Vipassana, encourages us to observe the impermanent and interconnected nature of all things, leading to a profound sense of freedom and clarity. When we practice meditation regularly, we begin to see beyond the surface of our experiences. We realize that suffering arises from attachment and aversion, and we gain the tools to let go of these habits. Transition, the role of community. Meditation is a deeply personal journey, but it is also enriched by the support of others. In the next section, we'll explore the importance of the Sangha, community, in Buddhist practice. From building connections to sharing wisdom, the Sangha offers guidance and encouragement as we navigate the path to awakening together. 8. The Sangha, strength in community. In the journey of spiritual awakening, the Sangha, or community of practitioners, plays a vital role. The Buddha emphasized the Sangha as one of the three jewels, alongside the Buddha and the Dharma, that serve as refuge and guidance for all who walk the path. The Sangha provides support, inspiration, and companionship, reminding us that we are not alone in our practice. By surrounding ourselves with like-minded individuals, we create an environment that nurtures growth, compassion, and mutual understanding. What is the Sangha? Traditionally, the Sangha refers to the monastic community of monks and nuns who dedicate their lives to the teachings of the Buddha. However, in modern contexts, it also includes lay practitioners who come together to learn, meditate, and share their experiences. Monastic Sangha, the ordained community, preserves and transmits the Buddha's teachings, serving as role models of ethical conduct and discipline. Lay Sangha, everyday practitioners who support one another through shared learning, meditation, and acts of kindness. The role of the Sangha in practice. 1. Support and encouragement. Walking the spiritual path can be challenging. The Sangha provides encouragement during moments of doubt, offering a safe space to discuss challenges and celebrate progress. 2. Collective energy. Meditating or practicing in a group amplifies the energy of mindfulness. This collective focus can deepen one's experience and sustain motivation. 3. Learning from others. Each member of the Sangha brings unique perspectives and insights. Engaging with the community allows us to learn from others' wisdom, experiences, and interpretations of the Dharma. 4. Accountability. Being part of a community fosters a sense of responsibility to uphold one's commitments, such as attending sessions, meditating regularly, or practicing ethical conduct. Building and participating in a Sangha. 1. Finding a community. Search for local meditation groups, Buddhist temples, or online communities that align with your values and interests. Attend sessions to see if the environment feels welcoming and supportive. 2. Engaging with the Sangha. Participate actively by attending teachings, volunteering, or simply being present with an open heart. Building connections takes time, but sincerity and kindness go a long way. 3. Creating your own Sangha. If there aren't existing groups nearby, consider forming a small gathering with friends or family who share an interest in Buddhist practice. Begin with simple activities like group meditation or reading the sutras together. The importance of compassion and harmony in the Sangha. The Sangha thrives on mutual respect and understanding. To maintain harmony, practice kind speech, communicate with empathy and avoid gossip or criticism. Resolve conflicts peacefully, approach disagreements with patience, seeking solutions that benefit all parties. Share generously, offer your time, energy, or resources to support others in the community. Stories of the Sangha from Buddhist traditions. The Buddha and his disciples. Throughout his life, the Buddha demonstrated the power of community. He established the first monastic Sangha, welcoming people from all walks of life, rich or poor, men or women, outcasts or royalty. The Sangha flourished because of its inclusivity and shared commitment to the Dharma. Ananda's dedication. Ananda, the Buddha's cousin and attendant, exemplified loyalty to the Sangha. His meticulous memory preserved many of the Buddha's teachings, which were later compiled into the sutras. His story reminds us of the importance of dedication and service within the community. Challenges and growth within the Sangha. No community is without its challenges. Misunderstandings, differences in opinions, or personal struggles can arise. However, these moments are opportunities for growth. Practice forgiveness, let go of resentment and approach conflicts with compassion. Stay focused on the Dharma, Remember the shared goal of awakening and use it as a guiding principle. Embrace diversity, celebrate the different perspectives and experiences that each member brings to the Sangha. Sangha in the modern world. Today, technology has expanded the concept of the Sangha beyond physical boundaries. Online meditation groups, forums, and social media platforms connect practitioners from around the globe, creating a global Sangha that transcends cultural and geographical barriers. Virtual Sanghas provide accessibility to teachings and a sense of belonging for those who might not have access to traditional Buddhist communities. However, it's essential to balance online engagement with in-person connections whenever possible, as face-to-face interactions often foster deeper bonds. Transition, living the Dharma together. The Sangha is more than a gathering of individuals, it is a living embodiment of the Dharma in action. By supporting one another, we strengthen our collective resolve to walk the path of wisdom and compassion. In the next section, we will delve deeper into how the 5 precepts guide ethical living and foster harmony within ourselves, our communities, and the world. 9. The 5 precepts, ethical foundations for a harmonious life. At the heart of Buddhist practice lies the 5 precepts, Pankasala, guiding principles that form the ethical foundation for living a life of mindfulness and compassion. These precepts are not rigid commandments but compassionate guidelines, encouraging practitioners to cultivate virtue and reduce suffering for themselves and others. What are the 5 precepts? The 5 precepts are commitments that support personal growth and harmonious coexistence. They are as follows. Refrain from taking life. This precept calls for respect and protection of all forms of life. Practicing non-harm cultivates a sense of compassion for all beings. Refrain from taking what is not given. Honesty and integrity are central to this precept, reminding us to respect others' possessions and work. Refrain from sexual misconduct. This encourages respect for relationships and boundaries, fostering trust and harmony. Refrain from false speech. Honesty in communication promotes understanding and reduces conflict. Refrain from intoxicants that cloud the mind. Maintaining clarity of mind through sobriety helps prevent unwise actions and supports mindfulness. Living the precepts in daily life. 1. Compassion in action. The first precept reminds us to practice kindness in every interaction, whether with humans, animals, or the environment. Even small actions, like rescuing an insect or choosing cruelty-free products, embody this principle. 2. Honesty and simplicity. By refraining from taking what is not freely given, we practice contentment and gratitude for what we have. This principle extends beyond material possessions to include intellectual property and emotional boundaries. 3. Respecting relationships. Sexual misconduct often leads to harm and distrust. Practicing fidelity and honoring others' boundaries nurtures healthy, meaningful connections. 4. Truthful communication. The 4th precept encourages us to be mindful of our words, speaking with honesty, kindness, and purpose. Avoiding gossip or hurtful speech strengthens trust and unity. 5. Clarity of mind. The 5th precept emphasizes mindfulness and clear thinking, which intoxicants can impair. Choosing sobriety fosters awareness and wiser decision-making. Challenges in following the precepts. Life's complexities can make adhering to the precepts challenging. For example, cultural norms, social settings may pressure individuals to consume alcohol or overlook ethical boundaries. Modern communication, in the age of social media, maintaining truthful and compassionate speech can require extra mindfulness. Gray areas, situations often arise that test our understanding of the precepts. such as ethical dilemmas in professions or unavoidable harm caused by daily activities. Adapting the precepts with compassion. The Buddha encouraged flexibility and understanding. If perfection isn't possible, practitioners are advised to act with the least harm and greatest benefit in mind. The precepts are a practice, a continuous effort rather than a standard for perfection. The precepts in relation to the Eightfold Path. The 5 precepts align closely with the ethical aspects of the Noble Eightfold Path. Particularly, right speech, aligned with the 4th precept. Right action, aligned with the first 3 precepts. Right livelihood, supporting ethical living in all aspects of life. By integrating the precepts into daily actions, practitioners naturally progress along the Eightfold Path. Stories from the Buddha's teachings. The power of non-harm. One of the Buddha's disciples, Angulimala, was a feared outlaw who had taken countless lives. Upon meeting the Buddha, he experienced a profound transformation, vowing to live by the first precept. His story demonstrates the power of compassion to heal even the most troubled hearts. The truthfulness of Venerable Sariputta. Sariputta, one of the Buddha's foremost disciples, was renowned for his unwavering honesty. His commitment to the 4th precept inspired trust and respect, earning him a revered place within the Sangha. Modern relevance of the precepts. In today's world, the 5 precepts are as relevant as ever. Environmental consciousness. The first precept inspires actions like reducing waste, protecting wildlife, and supporting sustainable practices. Ethical consumerism. The 2nd precept encourages mindful consumption and fair trade. Digital communication. The 4th precept promotes integrity in online interactions, reducing misinformation and harmful discourse. Mental well-being. The 5th precept aligns with growing awareness of mental health, advocating for mindfulness over reliance on substances. The benefits of practicing the precepts. Practicing the 5 precepts fosters inner peace. Reduced guilt and regret lead to a calmer mind. Stronger relationships. Ethical conduct builds trust and harmony with others. Spiritual growth. Living ethically supports mindfulness and insight. Transition. Walking the path of awakening. The 5 precepts serve as a practical guide for transforming daily life into a field of spiritual practice. By embracing these principles, we not only benefit ourselves but also contribute to a more compassionate and harmonious world. In the next section, we will explore mindfulness meditation, a cornerstone of Buddhist practice that cultivates clarity, presence, and deep insight.